Hello, my name is Matt Mercurio and I'm a Senior Customer Engineer with ATTO Technology. Today, I will be walking you through the steps to connect your ATTO XstreamCORE 8100T with the Windows iSCSI Initiator. This procedure assumes that you have already set up the 8100T as shown in the 8100T setup video. The first step in this process is to configure the NIC ports that will be connecting to the 8100T data ports. You will need at least one 10 gigabit Ethernet connection to the bridge, either directly attached to your host system or through a 10 gigabit Ethernet switch. For this demonstration, I will be using the IP address that I set up on the 8100T data port 2, which is 192.168.20.1. Depending on your Windows version, modification of your network ports may vary. In this demonstration, we are using Windows 11. Therefore, to modify the network settings, right-click on the network icon located on the right side of the taskbar, then click Open Network and Internet Settings. Scroll down and choose Advanced Network Settings. Then find your NIC port that you want to configure and expand using the downward arrow to the right. Under More Adapter Options, click the Edit command button. A new window will appear. Highlight Internet Protocol version 4. Then click the Properties command button. Another new window will appear. Enter an IP address that is on the same subnet as the data port that you are connected to on the 8100T. In this case, we have configured our 10 gigabit Ethernet NIC port to be 192.168.20.10 with a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. Once you have set your IP address and subnet mask, click OK to accept the changes, then click the Close command button in the Network Adapters Properties window. Before we move on, we also want to enable jumbo frames on this NIC port. For best performance using iSCSI over TCP, ATTO Technology recommends that ports transmitting iSCSI traffic should have jumbo frames enabled. This is the default setting for both data ports on the 8100T. Therefore, we want to verify that the NIC port is also set up with jumbo frames enabled. Once again, click the Edit command button. In the Network Adapters Properties window, click the Configure command button. In the new window that opens, click the Advanced tab, then find the Jumbo Packet property in the list. Change the value for this property to 9014, then click OK. At this point, your connection should be completely set up. We can confirm this connection using the ping command in a command or PowerShell window to confirm a connection to the 8100T data port 2. Now that we have confirmed a connection between the host and the 8100T, we can discover and log in to the iSCSI targets. Windows comes with an iSCSI initiator that you will use to connect to the 8100T. In the Windows search bar located on the taskbar, start typing iSCSI Initiator. As you start typing, you will see the iSCSI Initiator option appear. Click the link. If the iSCSI Initiator service is not started, you will be prompted to start it. Therefore, click Yes in this case, at which point the iSCSI service will be started and the iSCSI Initiator window will open. Otherwise, if the service is already started, then the iSCSI Initiator window will just open. In the next steps, we will be covering basic discovery and login. If you plan to use CHAP for discovery and/or target login, refer to the 8100T Installation and Operation Manual for more detailed instructions. In the iSCSI Initiator window, click the Discover tab, then click the Discover Portal command button. A new window will open. In the dialog, enter the IP address of the 8100T data port that you are connecting to, then click OK. If you have a good connection between the host and the 8100T, and if you have targets attached, powered on, and mapped to the 8100T, then you should see 8100T targets appear on the Targets tab. On the Targets tab, highlight the target that you want to log into, then click the Connect command button. At this point, you could click OK in the Connect to Target window to log into your target. But first, I will go over some useful features provided by the Microsoft iSCSI Initiator. First, you will notice the option to add this target to the favorites list. When this option is checked, the Initiator software will remember the target and will attempt to log into the target after every operating system reboot. Uncheck this box if you do not want to automatically discover your targets on reboot. The second option is Enable Multipath. At this time, we do not recommend enabling this option as it does require a special tape driver provided by the tape drive or tape library manufacturer. Additionally, many backup applications do not support multiple paths to a tape device. And finally, if I go ahead and click OK in the Connect to Target window now, the Initiator will scan all available network ports in the host system, which will cause a slight delay connecting to the target. If you want to avoid this delay, you can specify what ports the Initiator should use to quickly connect to the target, as I have shown in this video by clicking the Advanced command button. After selecting your preferred options, click OK to accept your preferences in each window, at which point the Initiator should log into your target, which should now appear in Windows Device Manager. Install any drivers recommended by your backup application provider to access your devices within their application.